So how we are doing is 1 is a processor, and processor 1 wants to access memory module 4. For that, 1 will the connection will be like 1 will be going here, and here, based on you will have two partitions. Yeah, yes, you will have 0 and 1, as a processor 1 wants to access memory module 4. 4 is a decimal number. You have to convert that decimal number to what binary. So binary decimal number of 4 is 1 0. I Some students are asking this doubt, ma. I'm repeating once again, you try to concentrate. So see here, I'm repeating once again. There are the main intention of this multi-stage omega crossbar all is to access. We are studying about multi-processors. When there are multiple processors, how these processors access the memory is the first question. So in this, they will be they will be having a multi-processors and multiple memories as well. So here, when here is when a processor 1 want to access a memory module 4, what is the connection and what is the path in order to reach this processor to memory module 4, we will discuss now. So memory module 4 is decimal number will be represented by binary number 100. This most significant bit we have to check in the first stage of switches. So as everyone knows that while discussing about two phase switching network, you will have a 0 and 1. So here in the first stage, what bit we are having here? It is 1. So what we have to do? You have to connect this 1. What is a path here? Until here you can reach, but you have to decide based on the bit what you are having. If it is 0, you have to go in this way, or if it is 1, you have to come down. So as we are having in the first stage 1, then definitely what you have to do? You have to come down. Completed. Now you take this path and try to reach the second middle switch. After reaching the middle switch, you have to know the middle bit what you are having. Here you are having 0. So if you are having 0, what you have to do? You, as everyone knows that the output of this will be one side will be 0 and the other side will be 1. So here as it is 0, then definitely you have to connect straight away like this. Okay, and after that you have to go the path. You have to, after that what we have to do? What is the last bit here? It is 0. So if it is 0, what you have to do? You have to take this connection to here. So in this way, processor 1 will reach to memory module 4. The same question I asked you to do the completion when a processor 5 wants to communicate with a memory module 7. So what is a route for that? In given information, ma, what happens if it is that? Okay, now we will see the processor 5. Okay, processor 5 want to connect with memory module 7. So for that, what is the path? What is the path? Where is processor 5? This is a processor 5. So based on this connection, you will reach here. After reaching here, you have to convert the memory module decimal number to binary. So decimal number to binary is what? Let me go and activate your okay, what is this? Deepak, you try whatever the question that I asked, you try to answer. Why? Because I kept you as okay. Roll number 36 also you can answer, ma. I will ask you the questions now. Yes. Now, see, ma, processor 5 want to access memory module 7. So what is the path here? So here processor 5, this is the processor 5. Until here you can go as there is a path. Now there will be two. as we already discussed about two types of switches, one is straight and the other one is exchange. So based on the memory module binary bits, you will decide whether you have to go straight or exchange. So memory module 7 is what it is represented as 1 1 and 1 means what, if you reach here, whether you will go straight or whether you will go for up. I want an answer fast. Who got an audio and who can I want an answer, ma. Whether you have to, so from here, as it is 1, so what you have to do, so processor 5 want to access memory module 7, so until here it will access until here, so the output of this is 0 and here you will get 1. So binary representation of 7 is 1 1 1. So what you will do, so what you will do, first MSB part you will check for the first switch, so it is 1, so if it is 1 you will go directly. Okay, so what is happening, output of this from this switch you are getting two outputs, so which one to be passed, which one to be discarded, so definitely one should be discarded, one should be forwarded. So that is a problem with omega switching network. So what is the problem with omega switching network here, so whenever when one processor 1 want to access memory module 4 and when processor 5 want to access memory module 7, here in the beginning stage itself, in the MSB part itself, what is happening here, both are accessing the same, so it is not possible. So definitely any one has to discard and the other one will reach and finally can access anyone. Okay, now such cases I want at least two to be represented. I have given one case, right, processor 1 module 4, processor 5 module 7. Such type of cases I want you to give from your side fast. If anyone done, you calculated that if you are tracing, sometimes what happens is in the instead of in the initial stage it will pass, but in the middle stage there will be a conflict, so anyone will pass for any processor will pass for accessing the memory module and the other processor will be in the waiting state until that path clears. If that path is over, then the other processor will get a chance. So I given one example called when processor 1 want to access a memory module 4 and when processor 5 want to access a memory module 7, there is a conflict and anyone will get a chance to access any one processor will get a chance to access a memory module and the other will have to wait until that path clears. In the same way, I'm asking you to give two more examples of such case. If anyone done, you can give an information or a message so that I can go for the next topic. Yes. So processor 2 to memory module 5 and 6 to 3. You have to show two combinations. No, 1 to 4 is okay. With that, you have to give one more combination where you have to get a collision path contention problem you have to get. there should be a path contention problem. You try to trace out, is there any path contention problem. One example I have given is processor 1 when want to access memory module 4, and processor 5 when want to access memory module 7. There is a path contention problem. Okay, I got is there a path contention problem for processor 2 to module 5, memory module 5, and processor 6 to memory module 6? Yes, 2, 5, 6, 7. Mm, yes. Yes, ma'am. I'm getting answers 2, 5, 6, 7. Yes, it's a correct answer. So we will go for the end of the session. So you have to practice, then you will get. But this question is 100% question for your external. Now, this is your final. This is your final omega switching network, and note down in your notes if for. Note down in your notes for problem solving for path contention problem in omega switching network. We will use a new topology called Batcher Bunyan switch. You will use a new topology called Batcher Bunyan. Batcher Bunyan switch. Okay. So see here, ma. So the main problem in multi-stage switching network is routing algorithm plays a crucial role in performance of multi-stage interconnection network. It slows routing algorithm with greatly reduces the performance of multiprocessor system. So finally, we will compare all the three and we will end this multi-connection switching network. Conclusion: interconnection networks plays a central role in determining the overall performance of multiprocessor system. So here, what are the different? We will till now what are the different multiprocessor interconnection structures we have used? Common bus, crossbar, multi-stage. So definitely when you go for a common bus, what is happening? Speed is low, cost is low, reliability is less, and when you go for a crossbar, speed is high, cost is high, reliability is high, but configuration will be low and complexity is high. Okay, and in multi-stage network, and overall, if you go for a conclusion, multi-stage switching network is a good one for high speed. Okay, cost is moderate and reliability is high, and complexity is also a moderate. Okay, this completes your interconnection structure. Only one topic which is left in the unit 5 is Flynn's classification, that we will discuss in tomorrow's class. Okay, but in tomorrow's class definitely I will ask a few questions regarding today's topics. Okay, now I will end the session.